Hello, my name is Lucas Sanchez, and I'm the principal timpanist of the Palm Beach Symphony. I hope all of you are healthy and safe during this time. Today's video is about a scale exercise that I like to play instead of our normal scales, so let's get right to it. Are you bored of doing the same scales over and over like this? Well, have I got the exercise for you? Take a look at this scale exercise that I got right up here. This one is called Flutophone, and the reason for that is because I learned it from a flute player. When you think about flute music, and especially when I think about flute music, I think about a lot of fast notes and different keys, and flutists have to get used to changing the way that they finger all around the scales and all that, and a lot of times we have to do that on xylophone and marimba as well. So, here's Flutophone. This can be played on any mallet instrument, glockenspiel, xylophone, marimba, vibraphone, and another thing that I love about it is that it doesn't require very much range. You only need just over an octave to play it in every single key. So what this does is it's basically like a green exercise, where we go up 5 notes and down 5 notes. So here, we start in C major, we start C, D, E, F, G, go up 5 and then down 5, and we do that for 2 measures. Here's how that sounds like. Just a basic scale. But you'll notice in the third measure, we start adding a bunch of flats. What we're doing here is we're changing the key signature. So the way I've written it here is that all of a sudden, our C is now no longer the key that we're in. We're actually in D flat major, but we still have C as our bottom note. So take a listen to how that sounds. Pretty cool, right? What we do is we flat the second note, the third note, and the fifth note of our 5-note scale, and those flats carry all through the measure. That puts us in D flat major. If you're still confused, I have a different way of writing it out. It looks like this. This is the exact same stuff, and in fact, give me just a second. There we go. We can listen to how this sounds. Notice that I have this key signature change over here, that even though we have the same written notes as above, all of a sudden a bunch of them are flats. So listen to this one. So that's how we shift through the keys, and actually we're very, very gradually raising the pitch as we go. I like seeing all those flats just to remind me which ones are flat, so I'm going to go back to that first page. Alright, so back to the first page where we've got all the flats written in. The only change to the scale pattern of 5 up, 5 down happens at the very end. Take a look at this last beat here. We've got 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then when we go down, we skip the last one. So it's C, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, F, and then E flat, and then we skip that D flat and we go back to C, because what we're going to do is we're going to start playing in D flat major. This is just our D flat major scale, and take a listen to how that sounds. Sounds just like our C majors from before, but up a half step. All of a sudden we move to D flat major. Take a listen to the first 6 measures and see how the transition works. Exactly. So that's how it works. We keep moving up through the scales. So the first line is just the regular scale that we know it and love. The second one is we move up a half step by just changing the names of the notes. We usually bring them down with flats or with naturals. For instance, after D flat, what comes up after that when we're moving chromatically up? It's D major, and D major has 2 sharps. So you see the inclusion of C sharp and F sharp here, but this C sharp is the same as this D flat up here. So it stays really, really close in this scale, and it's one of my favorite things to do. You can go all the way up through all of the keys. I've just included a little bit of it because I didn't want the video to run too long, so feel free to play along with this video and enjoy. Anyway, that's it from me. We'll see you all next time. Thanks. Bye. What's cool about this exercise is you can also do it in a minor key. So here I want to show you a clip of me playing it in a minor key as well.